Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe and this is my Craftsmaster dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 158 of the Level Up program, day number 73 of the Purple Belt. And this is the second to last day of the Purple Belt. And we're going to continue on with the 5-4-5-4 hardware set. And if you're new to the program, this is learning about how to shoot the dice, the mechanics of throwing the dice, I should say, as well as coming up with a shooter-based, trend-based betting system. And if we're playing along with Crapsee today, the code is C4C2E2. Good morning, Roger. Good morning, Frida. So yesterday was kind of a little bit different episode. That was episode number 157. If you need to go back in the archives, day number 72 of the Purple Belt. But yesterday was a little bit different of an episode because it went through and I was kind of learning how to make and I'm calling it the Yuri dribble a little bit better on the fly. So in other words, one of the people in the chat, his name is Clay Hall. A lot of you guys might know him as East Coast Craps. He actually uses this throw, and he actually learned how to throw this this type of throw from Howard Rock and Roller, the guy who I actually saw it on video through the Chef Dice YouTube channel. And the reason I bring this up, guys, is because I always start to show off, and I always finish a show off with, this is my Craftsmaster dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. And what I'm encouraging everybody to do is that if you guys see things that can help me, if you see things that you have questions about, ideas that maybe we can do differently, make sure you put them in the chat. Make sure you drop a message in the video after the video goes live. Make sure you send me an email. Guys, this is a dice journey for all of us. And this is a learning process for all of us. Remember, guys, this Level Up program is set up so that way we can teach you guys how to throw the dice from the basics, from the beginning aspect. And I'm going through the process with you guys. In other words, I'm putting in the time, I'm doing the things needed, and I'm living everything that I'm actually trying to preach to you guys. And I am dead serious when we talk about, you know, this is our dice shooting journey, because this is a journey for all of us, you guys, me, and if we all work together, hopefully in the end, it'll all be a better result as far as throwing the dice. And we have CRC Kevin is here, Coach Joe is here, welcome. And who else we got? I think that's all the other newcomers that we have. But anyway, we're going to continue on with that Yuri dribble, for lack of better terms. Marble Fork is in Crapsee. Hello, Marble Fork. We're going to start off with the don't pass. We're going to do at least one session here with the horseman. So we're going to go 4 bets there. The first one, good morning, Lou. And the first one here is the $100 don't pass. Let's go all bet set. And we're going to start it off right away. One of the things that Clay was talking about yesterday was to throw downward into the table, meaning this way, rather than upward like we do with our normal dice throw, if you will. And I had a hard time realizing what he was talking about by throwing downward until he brought up the analogy of throwing a bowling ball. So when you throw a bowling ball, think about how you just glide it across the aisle at the bowling alley. The other thing that he said is that when the dice go down the table using the style of throw, you should hear it go just like a little mouse run across the floor. And I did some thinking about it. I rewatched the video from yesterday. I did some thinking about it, and everything makes a lot of sense. So let's see if we can reproduce the suggestions that he was giving yesterday. I did try a couple throws today here before going live, and I did get closer to what he was saying. So let's see if we can get her going. Dice out. And we've got a 4-2-6, and that would be the 2x4. So that is our point, our first point. And KPI is working good. We're going to go up with a $100 comeback. Good morning, Uncle Huku. Good morning, CCC. Welcome, everybody. $100 in a comeback. We're going to go 5-4, 5-4 hardware set. And again, guys, this is the second to last day for the purple belt. Starting next week, we'll be starting the brown belt. If I have time this weekend, I'm going to shoot the brown belt video and hopefully get it edited so we can get it out next week sometime. You guys will have a good overview what to be expected in the brown belt level. Dice up. And we got the 5-2 Bruce. So that is a double pitch. Both dice stayed on axis for both of our first two rows. Do not become shark bait. So that is a double pitch of the dice, like I said. And I think what we're going to have to do now is we're going to have to either play around with the speed or the intensity of the roll to get rid of that double pitch, should we stay with this same dice style of throwing it. So, good morning, JR. So Horseman actually got me $200 profit on that. It happened the same way yesterday. So we're going to go again with the Horseman, $100 don't pass. We'll go all bet set. Get 7 people in Crapsee right now. We have 17 people watching on YouTube. Make sure that if you guys are liking this stuff, make sure you give me that thumbs up when you're on your way out. Every little bit of support does help. Dice out. And we have a 5-4 Big Mac. Hard 9. So 9 will be our new point. And now when I had a little bit more energy on the dice, you saw that it bounced off the back wall. At least one of them did a little bit further than the other. I would like to get them so they touch the wall and die right at the end there, so you don't run into the landmines and all that stuff. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens if that affects the double pitch or not. $100 come bet. And good morning, SJ. And by the way, guys, I have not heard an update about Chiro since yesterday or last night, yesterday afternoon maybe. Chiro's wife Crystal did a video and sent it over to John, and he put it up on a Casino Gaming Television YouTube channel. And it's an awesome video. Prayers and wishes and thoughts go out to him and his family. Wishing the best and a speedy recovery. But make sure you go check that video out on Casino Gaming TV. And it is a very heartfelt video. All bet set. Dice out. That was a little bit too bouncy there, but we have the Ace Deuce Alfredo sauce. 1, 2, 3. So that is a loss on my come bet. So we're going to go up one more $100 bill, $100 on a come bet. And this will be bet number 3. Remember, we're doing 4 bets. We're going to try to get them resolved before we think about going any further in the system or in the betting process. 5-4, 5-4. Good morning, Lou. I think I said hi to you already, but Lou says I play with Clay often and have watched him do the sauce on several occasions. It works, and he has seen him hit the ATS with it. I have been coming close to hitting the ATS on multiple rolls with this, usually in a very short manner. In fact, yesterday, when I was rewatching the video, yesterday, guys, I hit the small, and I didn't even realize it, so I never even announced it on the screen, but the small was hit yesterday. And we were close. I think we were only 2 away from getting it tall in that same row. Dice up. And we got the 5-6 Midbow Yo, so that is a winner on my come bet. And that is after Chiro from Midbow Yo. I don't have an ATS bet out right now, but okay, we're going to go up with bet number 4 here. And that would be another $100 come bet. So this will be the last come bet that we'll have out there until we start showing a profit. And then we'll switch over to the light side if we can get to that point. So, dice out. That was a little bit bouncy again, but we have the 3, 5, 8. 8 came easy. So I changed the camera view around a little bit on this side of the table here, guys. So that way you can see a little bit more about the landing zone and how the dice are going down the table. I pulled that camera back a little bit, so hopefully that view is a little bit better for you guys. And that's going to be our last come bet now. We're going to hopefully get that come bet to pay out on the 8. So let's see if we can roll that 8 again. Usually the 6-2 Duracell 8 is a very prominent result in this roll for me. So we're going to call that all bet set. And if we do so, then we're going to start going up on the pass or on the light side, on the box numbers. So dice out. And that was a little bit better. You guys saw the dice dribble down, but we have one dice off axis because of the way it bounced off. We have the 1, 3, 4, Big Joe from Crapsee Master Journey. So we got the 3 and 4 on the small. We have the 8 and 9 and 11 on the tall. So all we're looking for is that 10 and 12 on that tall. And a bunch of numbers on the small. And all bet set. Dice out. And we got the 3, 6, 9, center field 9. So that is our points. We knocked that don't pass off. I'm not going to go back up on it right now because we're going to try to get that other bet to resolve. When we can get the other bet to resolve, then we will be at the break-even point for this shooter. So that's one of the bad things about the Horseman is that you either make money or you break even. Very seldom do you lose a lot of money. And you're waiting a lot of times in between rolls to get to a point where you can actually start transferring over if you want to be into profit before you transfer. 5, 4, 5, 4, hard to set. Dice out. And we have Magic Aces, 1, 1, 2. So that is both dice off axis there. And what I'm doing now is yesterday, what I was doing is I was focusing down in this area here with my eyesight, and that's where the dice are landing. Now what I'm doing is I'm actually focusing my eyes over in here on this side of the table to hopefully get more of that dribble, that mice running across the floor type effect. So we need the 5 and 6 for the small, we need the 10 and 12 for the tall. 5, 4, 5, 4, hardware set. And all bet set. Dice up. A little bit too far with that throw, guys, but we have the 1, 5 mixer. That would be the 6. Chris from Sideshow Gamble. And Chiro always says when there's a mixer that comes out, usually the O comes out, and vice versa. If the O comes out, usually the mixer is not too far away. So we're still looking for that 8 so we can get paid on that come bet, and we can get back to a little bit of, I think it'll be a $100 profit if we hit that come bet. 5, 4, 5, 4. And all bet set. So let's see if we can get back to that low little dice pattern on the table. There we go. That was a little bit better. But we got the double pitch. So we have a 3, 4, 7, ouch. So that time we got to the 9 in length for our dice roll. So let's try our regular style betting now. Again, we're going to be practicing as if this is a $25 table. So we're going to go $30 on a pass line, $5 on a crap shack. We're going to go 5-5-5 and an ATS. 5-4-5-4 is the dice set. And all bets set. Right now we're pretty much break even for the day with our bets so far after 2 shooters. And that's what the horseman does. It keeps in the game a little bit longer. And we have a 5-3 easy 8 for New Point. And we're going to go with the 154 inside bet level. So that is going to be 35 on a 5 and 9. We're going to go 42 on that 6 and 8. So we are including the point on that. And again, 5-4-5-4. All bets set. Dice out. So let's see if we can hit part of that ATS now. And we got magic aces again. That's a good thing for the ATS. Does nothing for our box numbers. So we're throwing a lot of those magic aces with this style of throw. That is both dice off axis. And that means that they're both, one's imploding and one's exploding is what that means, which I'm fine with. And we're going to call that all bets set again. We're looking for 1 inside hit so we can do a 44 pressure. Dice out. And we get a 4-5 Big Mac, hard 9 again. So that is both dice on axis this time. That is a single pitch. And that'll be our first hit for this shooter. So we're going to do 44 pressure. We have 45 on the 5 and 9. We have 54 on that 6 and 8. Again, we're going to go for 1 more inside hit. Then we're going to come down to the 110 inside level. All bets set. And we got the 134 Big Joe from Crapsee Master Journey. That does nothing for our bets. That does help us out with the ATS though. We are on roll number 5 here for this shooter. 5-4, 5-4. And all bets set. We have 14 people on YouTube right now following along. Welcome everybody. Make sure you do say hi in the chat if you are watching. And we got the 4-6-10, Waylon's best friend, weighing it in, Daddy Joe. So we're hitting the outside numbers now. We need to get 1 more inside hit here so we can come down to 110 inside. Five, 4, 5-4. And all bets set. And we got a hard 9 again. Big Mac, 5-4. So that'll be our second hit that we're looking for. Now we're going to come down to the 110 inside bet level. And here's where I have something to consider now. That pass line bet that I have out there usually is out there to cover that ATS. But now, since we have an inside number hit as a point, what we can do is we don't have to put money up on the 8 now. So we actually have 107 brought back to the rack. We have 125 on the table. So that will allow us to take one hit here, and we'll be at that break-even point. This is going to be roll number 7 for the shooter. We'll go all bets set here. Dice out. And we have a 1-3-4 again, Big Joe. That right die did not get all the way down. It got caught into the table a little bit. Just so you guys know, my table is slightly bouncy. I'm going to re-enter. Oh, that's fine. It was a 1-3-4. Should have entered it on KPI as a 3-1, but I'm not documenting this in Bone Tracker today, so it does not matter. As long as you guys can see that it was a 4 that came up. So again, it does nothing for our bets. We need the 11 and 12 for the tall. We need the 3, 5, and 6 for the small. All bets set. Dice out. Good morning, Puck Off. Good morning, CRC. Dice out. And again, that right die did not get all the way down, but we have the hard 9 again. 4-5, Big Mac. So we need to get a little bit more energy in that dice. That is a hit there. Now, that's $35 brought back. We're going to make that a collect. So now we are in the profit for the shooter. We have 142 brought back to the rack, 125 on the table. So now we can start doing some additional things. And one thing we can do is we can go up on hard ways maybe with our hits, maybe that first one, or maybe we can start doing our trend betting right away too. Good morning, Craig. Obey Craps. And all bet set. Dice out. And we got a 3-4-7, ouch. So a double pitch. My landing zone was a little bit too far out, I think, for that one, and a little bit high energy. But the double pitch did come in the 7 out. So at least we got to a profit on that shooter. And we're going to set things up the same way, I think, as what we just got done doing. So we're going to stick with that $25 table limit. And that would be $30 on the pass line, $5 on the Crap Shack, 555 on the ATS. And we will hopefully hit that ATS one more time today. We hit it yesterday. We hit the small yesterday. And we made a profit of $17 on that last shooter. All bets set. Dice out. And we had 2 rolls, consistent rolls there, of 9 apiece. So starting to get a little bit more consistency with this roll now. And again, remember, this is kind of a precursor to the brown belt level, the stuff that we've been doing this whole entire week. And we hit the chips down there. But guys, we have 10, the Old Bay Bushel, hard 10. So that is our new point, 5-5-10. And let me fix the landmines down here. So again, we're going to go with that 154 inside bet level. So Craig just shows up. This table does have ears, and I throw the Old Bay Bushel. So 154 inside, 35 and a 5 and 9, 42 and a 6 and 8, 5-4, 5-4. And that was a primary hit, by the way, the hard 10. All bet set. Dice up. And we have the Big Mac, 5-4 hard 9. And that seemed like a high energy going down, but it didn't come very far off the back wall. So that's kind of a nice thing. They just kind of rolled off or kind of leaned off the back wall a little ways. So we're going to do 44 pressure. $45 on a 5 and 9, $54 and that's 6 and 8. We'll take one hit at this, so we'll go down to the 110 inside bet level. All bet set. Dice out. And we have a 4-2-6, so we got that second hit again, which is nice, a 2x4. That's going to allow us to come down now on those bets to 110 inside. So we got all this shooter pretty fast. Actually, we need one more hit to get out of the shooter. We have actually 2 hits more yet. 107 brought back 155 on the table. When I went to the casino the other day, this last Sunday, there was a new person at the end of the table, a female that was playing, and she grabbed the dice and she brought them up into the chip rack. And oh my God, if you saw the casino staff freak out, it was hilarious. She had no clue. And then they had to, drop the dice back in, they had to inspect them, and it was kind of funny. So, dice out. And we got a 2-3-5. That'd be the no field 5. Michael Jordan. Again, that was a collect on that one, and we'll see what we look like after the next one. I think the next one, maybe the next one we'll do is we'll pick up the hard 4 and hard 10. We'll go $5 a piece on those, so that will be at that break-even point then after that. All that set, dice out. Oh, that was a little bit long of a bounce. I got way out to here, guys, before the dice landed, so it was a little bit too far, and we ended up with a 6-1. There we go. It was a 6-1-7, so both dice off axis, and that is a 7. Ouch. So that was a mechanical failure on my part. I did not hit the landing where I wanted the dice originally land. So that was my fault there, guys. So far we have 2 9s, a 2, and a 5 for our shooter length. And we lost $13 on that shooter. So, guys, if that's the worst of things, I guess I could deal with that $13 loss. We're going to go $30 on the pass line, $5 on the craps check, 555 on that ATS. And we're going to go with dice out here. 5-4-5-4 hard dice out. All bet set. And this is definitely a learning process using this Yuri dribble. And we have the 6-5 mid-mo yo. So that is a come out winner, pass line winner. And since we won on that, we're going to drop our pass line down to $25. We're still going to go up with a $5 craps check. Remember that pass line bet is meant to cover that craps check and the ATS. So now all that's paid for. And we've actually brought back $25 to the rack. So all bets set. Dice out. Still looking for a point. And we have a 6-2 Duracell 8. go out and support live craps. And also, like I said, if you like the videos, make sure you give thumbs up, not just on my own, but also on everybody else's videos that you like. And consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed already, as well as other channels. This craps community is very supportive of each other, so make sure you get out there and support everybody. Good morning, Navaldo. I know that there was a comment made that we would like to see Chiro. He's only about 583 subscribers right now. It would be nice that once he gets out of the hospital, he's up to 1,000 subscribers. So if anybody knows anybody to help support him, that would be a really cool present for him. We're going to go 154 inside, point included. So this could be 35 and a 5 and 9, 42 and a 6 and 8. All bet set. I think I said hi to Navaldo. If not, hello, Navaldo. And here we go. And that one, the dice landed about where I wanted them to, and they come out on a landing zone, and then they kind of took a bounce, and then they pattered down like they should. 538, 8 came easy. So that's going to be hit number 1 for us, and we're going to go 44 inside pressure. That was our point, by the way. So we hit the point right away. I'm going to make sure my bets are turned off. There you go. Now they're turned off. So we're coming out again. $5 craps check. We're going to stay at that $25 pass line bet. And now that we hit that point, that was a nice little extra hit. So hopefully what happens is after we hit this pressured up bet, we'll be able to go right into our trend betting. So 5454 hardware set, all bets set, and dice out. Wow, that left die really hit the back wall and took off. It had a little bit of a bounce, but we have the 538. So we're back on that 8, easy 8. And that is our third 8 in a row. We already pressured our bets up $44, so we're ready and set to go with our bets. Our box numbers are turned back on. And all bets set. Nice one. So we're looking for a final inside hit here so we can come down to 110. And we got it. We got a 235, no field 5. Now it was kind of a weird throw down the table. I had a little bit of a mechanical flaw when I released it, but we still lucked out and we got to our break-even point now. So we're going to come down on our bets. And since we have the pass line covered with the 8, we're going to go with just the 5, 6, and 9 at the current moment. 152 brought back to the table, and to the rack we have 120 on the table. So let's do this once. Let's pick up our hardways for $5 a piece. So now we're at 152 brought back to the rack and 140 on the table. And we're going to try adding in that little hardway system or setup that was shown. Good morning, Durso. That was shown by Chris at Dice Degen the other day. If you haven't checked that video, make sure you go check his video out as well. And that was 2 days ago, I believe he put that out. And it's basically a simple progression thing that you can do on the hardware numbers. And we got the 5-6 Midmo Yo. Cheryl is in the house. That does nothing for bets or the ATS because we already had the 11 hit for this shooter. And this is going to be roll number 7 coming up here. And all bets set. Dice out. And we have the ace deuce Alfredo sauce. So now we're starting to knock some of these outside numbers off so we can get closer to that ATS hopefully. Five, four, 5-4. And dice out. We got the 2-3-5 or the 3-2-5, whichever we look at it. It's no field 5. And that is a nice hit here. So that is going to allow us to pressure the 5 and 9 to $35 each. We have got 187 brought back to the rack, 160 on the table. So we're going to start the trend betting now. So we actually have 2 systems going on. We have the trend betting system going on, as well as we're going to have that hardway system going on. And hardways are something I normally don't play, so this is kind of an addition that we're going to try. We're going to play around with a little bit here. Dice out. And we got the 2-5 Bruce. Do not become shark bait. So 7 out. Again, we got another 9 roller, so we cannot get past that 9. We're kind of stuck on 9 right now. Hopefully we can get a little bit further than that, but we're starting to get a little bit more length with this roll. So that's kind of a neat little thing. Starting to get a little bit more control of how we're releasing those dice. Made a profit of $27 on that shooter. We're going to make this the last shooter, I think, unless it's a short roll. $30 on a pass line bet. We're going to go $5 on a craps check, 5-5-5 on an ATS. All bets set. And dice out. 5-4, 5-4. And we got a 7 on the come out, 1-6-7. So that's both dice off axis, 1 implode, 1 explode. And again, $30 on the pass line, $5 craps check, 5-5-5 on the ATS. All bets set. It is definitely humid out in Wisconsin today. I'm in the basement and I am sweating from the humidity in the air. A little bit long on that landing. I didn't land till out here when I'm trying to get it back in here somewhere. But we have a 2-3-5. No field 5, so that'll be our new point. That'll allow us to go to 154 inside. And we're going to include the point on that. So 35 and a 5 and 9, 42 and a 6 and 8. 5-4, 5-4. And all bets set. We have a 2-4-6, 2x4. So if you guys saw, that one went down a table, kind of pattered down. I didn't like the way the left die went off the side there, but it kind of pattered down. It's exactly the type of roll that we're looking for. Both dice did stay off on axis. It was a single pitch. We're going to do a 44 pressure here. So we have 45 on the 5 and 9. We have 54 on that 6 and 8. Again, looking for one more hit on this so we can come down to the 110 inside bet level. We have a point of 5 right now. And all bets set. Good morning, Jeff. Nice out. We got a 5-3-8. 8 came easy. So that time we got our second hit again. So we've been consistently getting that second hit. Now we need to get in a position where we start upping our trend bets. And I believe the next one's going to be a collect after this because we're going to come down to 110 inside. And we are not going to include the point on this. So we're going to cover the pass line is going to be covering our point for this example. We have got, oops, I got to take those down and redo that again because I hit it twice. 117 brought back to the rack, 130 on a table. I'm guessing Jeff talked to Lou not too long ago. 5-4, 5-4. Lou is a good friend of Jeff's. He goes over to AC quite a bit with him, I believe. All bet set. Face up. When the dice landed, they split apart. But again, guys, this table has ears. Jeff just came in the chat, so we have the 4-5 Big Mac Hard 9. So let's see if we can get Dejin in here. We'll get the 3-3. If Dejin can pop in here, we'll hit that double Dejin, and we'll be looking good there. So that was the 9. That's going to be a collect. We're 152 back to the rack, 130 on a table. Now, after this, we will start doing our trend betting. Face up. And I will say this. We've been hitting a lot of inside numbers with this style of roll. So that is kind of a neat little thing to do, to see. And we have, as I say, the inside numbers, we have the 6-4-10, Waylon's best friend in it, and Daddy Joe. We're going to leave our bets the way they are. All bets set. We need the 2, 3, 4 for the small. We need the 11 and 12 for the tall. So Jim said they chatted right before my show. Nice out. The left die stuck, guys, and it did not go all the way down. But my casino would count that. We have the 6-2 Duracell 8. Support live craps. So we are going to pressure now that 6 and 8. We're going to go up to $42 on each. So it's going to be a press and a collect on that one. So we're going to add $12 to each of them. 187 brought back, 154 on the table. All bets set. So if you guys notice a difference so far, we are getting a little bit longer rolls with this style today. And again, that shows a little bit more comfort level, I guess, with throwing on my part. Hopefully, that is what it is. Another Big Mac, hard 9. 5-4. I think it's getting smoother thrown, and that just proves to everybody that practice makes perfect. Practice makes comfort. Practice helps you go along here. We're going to go to $35 on that 9. And let's pick up the 10 for a quarter. Since we've thrown a couple 10s today. 222 brought back to the rack, 189 on the table. 5-4 hard set. All bet set. 18 people following along on YouTube. I did not see how many people were on Crapsee. I forgot to look. Went a little bit long on that landing zone, but we got lucky. We have the 145 horse and buggy. And that is our point, so we hit the point. And guys, we're going to get past that 9 mark finally. We had how many 9s today? This is the 4th shooter that we're at that 9 mark. So we're finally going to get past that. If you look at the roll quality points so far, we're at the highest roll quality points so far for the day. We're going to go to $25 on our pass line, so we're going to drop that down since we hit that point that paid for our ATS. So our ATS is all paid for. We need the 11 and 12 for the tall yet, 2, 3, and 4 for the small. We're going to drop on $5 on the craps check. All of our box numbers are turned off. We have 252 brought back to the rack, 189 on the table. All bets set. Here we go. Looking for a new point. And we have a 2, 3, 5. So we're on that 5. Back on the 5, I should say. Put our chip back up there again. 2, 3, 5. So that's the only point we've had for the shooter so far is at 5. And we're going to call that all bets set right there, I think. We're not going to do anything additional. Our bets are turned back on again. Here we go. Good morning, Dustin 1. And we got a 3, 6, 9, center field 9. So that's going to allow us to pressure that 9 up now. And we're going to go to $60 on that 9. So we're going to drop a quarter on that. We're going to collect some and we're going to press some on that. 296 brought back, 209 on the table. So now you're starting to see the two numbers start to separate a little bit. And this is the point where we start making the money a little bit. Everything up to this point is trying to get set up to make money as well as get past that break-even point, which we did a while back already. Nice out. We got another 9, hard 9, 4, 5, 9. 9 is hot. Hot, hot, hot. So we're going to pressure that one up to 90 now. 4, 5, 9 for that. So that is another press and collect. Pressuring it from 60 up to 90. So we're going to drop $30 onto it. 380 brought back to the rack. 239 on the table now. All bets set. If you look at the graph, the 9s are off the charts. Guys, we are just popping that 9. 4, 5, 9. Hard 9. Big back. So Jeff shows up, and that's all we're hitting here. So that means we're going to bring that 9 up to 120 now. 506 brought back, 269 on a table. 5-4, 5-4. All bet set. And we got a 314 Big Joe from Crapsee Master Journey. Oops, that did roll, guys. That was a 3-1. 3-1, not a 3-5. And I can't even type it in right. 3-1. There we go. And I typed it in twice. So let's take out that last one. Sorry about that, everyone. There we go. So we got 3-1. This has turned out to be quite the roll now. We're on roll number 15 for the shooter. That 4 did nothing for us. Let's do this one. So let's pick up the 4 for a quarter. And I'll bet set. And we got the 3-4-7. Ouch. So we were not able to get that ATS today. But we did make a profit today, so that is nice. And on that shooter, we made a profit of $212. So let's go over to our statistics here, see where we ended up for the day. So we went with 6 shooters. We had 3 9s, a 15, and then 2 shorter rolls. Box numbers and inside numbers are high today. 4s and 10s are low. Come out 7s are low. Horns were low, but the fields were high. Hardwares are low. And we're slightly on a dark side play today, which I don't understand that. Thank you, Roger. But we had a 8.2 SOR and a 7.0 SRR with one come out 7. If you look at the graph, definitely the 9s were way off the charts. 7s were below expected. 6s were below expected, which is kind of rare for this dice roll. At least it has been rare the last couple days. But anyhow, hey guys, thanks for joining in. Remember, tomorrow's going to be the last day of the purple belt. Again, if I have time this weekend, good morning, Adam. If we have time this weekend, I'm going to try to get the brown belt video filmed and edited. So sometime next week, hopefully we'll have the brown belt video out. And remember, the brown belt video is going to give you an overview of what's to be expected in the brown belt level. And then as we go through the level up programs, the daily programs, that's where you're going to actually see the brown belt stuff played out. And we're going to kind of introduce it as it goes through. Just know that the brown belt is going to be about 120 sessions long, just like this one was supposed to be between 70 to 80 sessions long. And we're on session number 73 today. So 74 will be tomorrow. So we went to our prescribed length on the purple belt. But hey guys, thanks for joining in today. My name is Joe. This is my Crapsee Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. We'll see everybody tomorrow, hopefully. Have a great day.